Hello everybody, this is Japhet from the Arc of Trading, back at it again after a long week of trading. I'm back again with the daily top 10, and for those of you who are back here again, thank you for your continued support. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button and liking these videos so I can continue to put them out. And for those of you who are new to the channel, don't forget to click this button. It's free to subscribe and it's also free to like, and you will be notified whenever I post these videos and the tutorials that I have coming up. For today, we've had a long week. Let's jump right into the market summary for today. It's a Friday, weekend tomorrow. Everybody can rest. It's been a roller coaster of a trading week. And today we end with a net foreign selling. We have more sellers today at 1.4 billion pesos. But we saw some buying. We saw some foreign buying coming back in, but we ended up with a negative one. So we saw a down on our stock market as a whole. But there were active traders today, but there were just definitely more sellers trying to get out. And we have all of our sectors except for industrial and mining sector up today because of the net foreign, the positive net foreign. So yeah, everybody just went out of these other sectors, and we can see that right here in our PSE. We saw a sell-off. We're down 100 points, almost 100 points because of that negative net foreign. So we have our PSE, our immediate support, being broken, as you can see here. It pierced through, but if we go for more context, yeah, it broke through here and it's trying to bounce back up. And the support, as I've always said, support could become resistances, so we shall see. This scenario is definitely the one it took, scenario B, so I'm gonna delete that, and we are looking for a break of this uptrend right here. So it didn't bounce in this support, it did not bounce upward from this support, but rather it tried breaking through. But yeah, so we shall see tomorrow. Next week I'm expecting for it to actually break this more significantly, and then we will see definitely a retest of this support area right here. So price action wise, that's where I'm looking at. Resistance still intact, and this support did not hold up, so we're looking at the next support area, which is right around here, which was almost tested when it bounced here. But yeah, I'm looking at here, or we can move it above, slightly above. Yeah, we could include that because it significantly bounced off from that, but we got rejected right there, and we definitely see it continuously going down ever since. So it's been a long downtrend right here. I'm looking for support now to reach here to test this zone, and then we shall see if it bounces off in ranges from here. And if we see another pierce through, oh man, we might be looking at this area right here. Might be looking at 6,500 points, or this area right here. Yeah, we could look at this area too, this gap. If it breaks through, if it breaks through the 6.9 level, we might be looking at this for support for the But for now, let's see. I'm gonna take this out because I can keep it there, but we know that could be a potential ceiling. When it touches this and then bounces up, we could see a retracement there from this downtrend, so we gotta watch out for that. So yeah, this is definitely becoming a huge consolidation phase at best, and hopefully we see some good sentiments again for investors and for our traders, or else we will see these supports being tested. But let me take that off for now, and let's worry about this one. So first up, we have APL for our stock trending. On a 4-hour time frame, we can see that it got rejected here. It's still going down, and we have this previous resistance that's still holding us a resistance, and we have found this support because it got rejected on the downside. So we have found support right here. We have 1, 2, 3 tests, so I'm gonna put that in as a and then 4th test right here. I'm gonna put that in as an immediate support, and it's still trading along this line of resistance from before. But we could look at this. Yeah, this was a resistance before, and it found support here on the first time it rallied, and then we got rejected here twice, still holding, and then it broke through our support, and then now we're trying to find support in this level. But we shall see when it breaks above this. We could probably say that it wants to really test this ceiling again. If we find support here, I think many of our traders would see this and be like, okay, we might not see it going down further, and time to jump back into this company, because today it did rally from below here, 0.246. So we did see it close at 0.32, although it's negative because it opened quite high, but we definitely see a ranging area right here, so we should just watch out for that. Yeah, so it respected this 4H time frame that we had. So yeah, we're gonna watch this the next few days to see what it does. For all we know, we could see a potential break on the downside or potential rally on the upside. So let's not be too optimistic, but be objective with trading for this one, because we could still see that yes, it did break this downtrend, but it's consolidating, building support at best right now, and for all we know, it could still get rejected up here, up on this level, and we could still see push on the downside if people just doesn't feel like they want to invest in this company anymore, like their sentiment is on the bearish side for now. But we shall see. We shall watch on Monday, see if it Monday maybe more people coming back in and flocking in the stock market again, and maybe we will see a gap up. Who knows? We could see a reversal or this huge consolidation phase just continuing, but for now that's what we have. Definitely broke this downtrend, short-term downtrend on the 15-minute. So we shall watch where this goes for the next week. Up next, we have BSC. This also closed quite well today. So as I've mentioned before, this could be a potential support area, and it did find support, and immediately, yeah, I saw here, when was this? 2 days ago? No, yesterday. I drew this yesterday, and it did break below. It did break below this immediate support, and then rallied back up above it. So this held the 4H time frame that we drew right here, where it could have bounced from the gap. It did rally from there. So yeah, based on price action, this is still on a downtrend, and this could just be a bounce and retest of this. For one scenario, could be it retests this and then goes back down here, for all we know. But for best case scenario, it retests that, bounce down here, build support on this level, and then this could rally. So 2 scenarios right there. Could get rejected here, could keep going to this support again and retest it multiple times, or it could break above, test this line, and then retrace, and then before bouncing back up So let me just clear this. Let's put like a red line to see, to signify this downtrend, because we have this and this high. If I connect those two, it could form a line. So I'm looking to, maybe probably test this, and we shall wait and see for what it does on Monday and next week. So yeah, these two are 15-minute support, and we know this has been broken. So I could potentially look for this area to bounce towards. So we could hit another, we could hit another resistance right here, because support has become resistance now. And we shall wait and see. These are the possible scenarios, as you can tell, and we shall watch and see what happens. I'm excited to do Mondays, so that to see if what we had not predicted, but we had charted is something that it could do. So we shall see if it respects any of them. So up next we have PHA. So it still did, this support held up. The support that we drew right here, I drew a box right here to signify that there was a resistance as a support, and there's also a short-term support that was formed here. If you go in the 4-hour time frame, our main support areas was this gap. Let me just remind everyone that. So 4H support. So yeah, let's have that there, so that when we go to a smaller time frame, you can understand that this is the 4-hour or the bigger time frame support. This is 15-minute. This is also 15-minute. So as I kind of looked at it and predicted it, I was gonna test this, but we might see it, sell off and then before rallying again, because we don't know. This is still a resistance. So, but for all we know, tomorrow, what this could do, not tomorrow, on Monday, what this could do is it could keep rallying, retest this, but I wouldn't be too sure about that. We just be objective, and it could also do this and retrace back down before rallying back up. So we shall see, because this is still a resistance that we're watching, and the support held up. So we could just extend this over here further to see if it does become like a new support while it consolidates and decides where it wants to go. So we didn't get to fill the gap, and we saw a rally already from this bounce. I think it just tested this previous support right here. So yeah, I could extend this right here, so we could cover this area support. That was support from last week's rally. So yeah, we could extend this including the gap, so it became a support, and it just touched it for a little bit, bounced up. So for people that played with this bounce, you made money from that, so good for you. But this is the setup or the scenario for me. Monday, it could potentially go up here directly and test this resistance again. With enough catalyst, it could be done, but we could have a sell-off here, and then before bouncing, hopefully this new support holds up, or not, it will retest this, and then if not, yeah, we could see a retest first before bouncing above. But yeah, we shall wait and see on Monday. Up next, we have AR. Let me just save this a bit so we don't lose everything that we have. Let's go in the 4-hour time frame. Let's analyze on the bigger time frame first. We saw a bounce on this immediate support, this 4-hour time frame. Let's remind everybody that. Let's say 4H time frame. By the way, 4H is the same as the daily time frame. So yeah, I just use 4H. I don't know why I like it better than daily, but it looks the same. The 1 day, the daily, and the 4H looks the same. So I just like 4H because I was coming from Forex. So let's see what happens. But yeah, 4H, the support held up, and then if we go to our 15-minute time frame, yeah, it literally did what I drew. Wow, what the heck? Yeah, it literally did what I drew, and it just stayed there. How do you call this? What time did it start? So yeah, it followed. It literally followed what I what I presented here, but yeah, what it chose to do is break above. So we did see it break from this resistance right here, settled above. So I guess it wants to push back up, man. So it did do what we were hoping it would do. I mean, the scenarios that I drew, so it followed that, but it chose option A, not option B, to go down even further. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this arrow up right here. Tomorrow or Monday we could see a retest of this resistance that was support before and now turned resistance. So we could see it bounce. Let me update this chart. Now we can see it bounce within this area first before bouncing up. Let's see what happens with this drawing, if this is gonna age well. But for now, yes, this is it. It's consolidating here. It consolidated here for a bit, but created that higher low. So yes, 4H time frame, the daily time frame support held up, bounce right back up, and we shall see. This might become a huge consolidation area right here. So yeah, I could retest that at some point. Maybe not next week, but at some point. So next up we have Dito. So Dito literally broke above this previous support that became resistance, broke above it and stayed above it. So that's good to hear. Good to hear that it had a candle break back into the support. Yeah, so this held, prices bounced up immediately, ending this downtrend right here. So yeah, we're looking at this new support zone right here now. Hopefully this holds before rallying back up. Potential scenario right here, or if not, we could see another consolidation in this area right there. So yes, that's all for Dito. Let's keep that short. Up next we have ACEN. So it's still in consolidation from our previous level of support that became resistance. It's still trading along those prices. So we might see it do this, or it could potentially just break down, but we shall see what happens. But at best, once again, is this consolidation area right here. And yes, let me extend this support area right here, and hopefully this holds. This would be a good build, or a good support that is to be built before any rally on the upside again. So people are finding this a good price range, the 6 peso above. So yeah, because we had this massive run on the upside, it got too expensive, so people had a sell-off and sold this. And then now we're just finding people agreeing that this is a good price, and hopefully we see another rally from this one. So the run is not done. We should see another test on the 10 peso side when things get better. But for now, let's move on to our next one at MRC. So it's still trading below the support area that we had before. Yeah, so this is the support area that I was looking at, and now it became a resistance. So you couldn't break back above. So we could see this. We could just see, most likely we're just gonna see it trending along this area before deciding that, hey, this price is good, we are ready to take it higher and maybe go back up here again, go rally back up to 1 peso side, because we were almost at 1 peso. So yeah, we shall see. Support is, this is support that it wants to test again. This was our support when it gapped up right here, what, last month, and then now we're here 1 month later. It's almost on the same price range once again. So we shall wait and see for this one, see where this takes us on the next week. But at best, this is also ranging. Excuse me. Sorry. So up next we have MM. It's still in this consolidation area. So yeah, people are agreeing that this is a good price range that we have already. So yes, they're just gonna stay in there for a bit. They're just gonna stay. Let me just tighten that a bit because it retraced there. Yeah, there was a reaction on that part, and then there was also reactions here, 2, 3, 4, and then rally back up. So this is still in consolidation on the daily time frame. So we could maybe see it rallying on the upside, test it one more time, and hopefully, you know, build the support right there before rallying back up. That's the best case scenario. But this could also just break down here, retest this area of support right around here, if you may. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. This support is holding, this resistance is holding, so people are still stuck in the middle. Up next, for our second to the last stock, we have OV. As I've said, this area of support that is now a resistance is still holding up as a resistance, and we are indeed maybe gonna see some, well, that's some bad drawing. Yeah, we are indeed just gonna see some consolidation first in this zone, consolidating right here, build support before rallying back up on the upside. So we shall wait for that. We shall wait for that. Let's see on the 15-minute time frame what it's doing. It's still trying. It's still trying to combat this downside, because we had a massive sell-off, and yeah, we shall wait and see for what happens next week. But keep tight, hold on tight, and just, you know, watch from far away if you haven't bought anything. But if you're stuck up here, then man, you have some waiting to do before it rallies back up here in this area. So yeah, last up we have IDC. This hasn't been on the top 10 recently, and this is still my old drawings from when did I start this, from when I started last month or earlier this month. So wow, what a choppy chart. But let's clear this up. Let's clear that up. Let's identify again what our resistances are. I like to identify resistances first. I don't know why. But yeah, that's our resistance. I'm looking at this for support. But then it also built another level of support right around this area. And we can see it. I'm just using, like, you know, previous resistance areas, and then where it just respected it. So many wicks, but yeah, basically it just respected this, and at best we could see a consolidation here before rallying up. But people are positioning here for the dividend, so that's probably why it's holding up on the immediate support that I drew right here. But yeah, before this was the resistance when it dropped, so I'm seeing this as an area of support, and then it has built another area. So yeah, there. Yeah, I'll move it here, because when it went down here to 2.94, it immediately bounced back into this support area. So we could definitely see this as our new support, and this is the older one from last month, and this is holding so far, holding up. So we could see this do its course, and we shall wait patiently for Monday. So let's go back, just a recap on PSE, on our daily top 10. This is still my sentiment. It really wants to test this support right here, support level right here, to make it strong, so that we when we move and rally up, it will be more sustainable compared to just this area rallying up. There was really no huge pullbacks right here, but when we had a pullback, it did not go very deep into this previous resistance right here. So yeah, so we're definitely holding up right here. Consolidation, it's still uncertain. The market is still uncertain when it wants to continue pushing. But yeah, we've been having a lot of foreign sellers, so that's probably why it's not pushing too hard. The institutions are out of the market, so PSE is just gonna keep going down and retest this previous support, as it has broken this immediate one that we drew from last week, I think. So yeah, it pierced it. So I'm not gonna be looking at that to hold, unless another scenario for Monday. Sorry, I missed it. It could bounce right here, because it could still be on the support level right here in this area. So it could bounce and maintain this uptrend right here. Could still be this. It could still be holding this uptrend, but we shall see on Monday. But definitely has a lot of foreign sellers today and this week letting go of their positions. So yeah, that's my objective analysis for today. And as always, stay patient with your entries, be disciplined with them, and strive to be more consistent in your trading. That's all for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a tutorial upload that I have, and next week again on Monday for the daily top 10. Alright, you guys have a great weekend, and I'm Japhet once again from the Arc of Trading, signing off.